Victor Davis Hanson, the author of Dying Citizen and Hoover Institute Senior Fellow, joins me now. Sir, this was one of the most deeply disturbing things that I have seen, and it's been out there for almost 4 months.
Yeah, I think it goes beyond sex. It's not that they're interested just in nudity or heterosexual sex. It's a particular politicized or weaponized type of sex. That is, as you said, pedophilia or non-normative man-woman in sexual relations in the context of marriage. That's what their subtext is. They want to promote other types of sexual behavior that the vast majority of Americans deems not only not normal, but aberrant and dangerous, or not conducive to a healthy moral lifestyle. And that's the agenda.
Yeah, I mean, but it's terrible. The problem is like, it's almost become, dare I say this, mainstream, sir, in the sense that these hashtags are just allowed to exist. And the FBI, unlike the January 6th protesters, they're not going kicking in their doors. They're not identifying people by the earlobe creases and going to their house and ruining their lives. How has this become so broad and open?
It's because this same dialectic of oppressor, oppressed, victim, victimizers gives you an exemption to do whatever you want. We see it with race. We see it with the Palestinian Hamas. Once you say that you're an underdog or you're oppressed, then you can do almost any type of messaging or any type of behavior. You're not subject to the consequences of your behavior. So once you say that trans people are victims, or gay people are victims, or people who have an interest in minors are victims, then the larger culture says, oh, we can't attack that. You're a victim. So you can say or do or have a drag show with children, or you can have explicit pictures in a library, but we dare not challenge you on that because you're a victim yourself, and that liberates them to do almost anything they want. And the second thing is it's a shock value. They want to keep pushing. It's kind of like the tide that comes in. They keep pushing and pushing, and each time when they're rebuked and they withdraw, they feel they've withdrawn a little bit less. Yeah. And then the next onslaught, and then they normalize aberrant behavior, and they're pretty successful at it. I mean, if you and I had this conversation 3 years ago, and somebody said, would you like to have drag shows with explicit, dancing or messaging with the children, you would have been aghast. But yeah, now that's normalized.
Well, but let's, back to the social media platform. They all ripped their ads off of Twitter for something that Media Matters published that right now they're being sued for, I should know, and by somebody who has all the receipts. But yet all these ads are up on Instagram. There's been no exodus from those ads. Why not?
Well, somebody who works at Stanford University right next door to Silicon Valley and sees people who work in Silicon Valley, what you're seeing expressed on the internet or these social media sites is the worldview or the mindset of the people in the Bay Area that are promulgating this and promoting it. And if you get to know those people, their idea of what America is not yours or mine. And so they advocate that with algorithms and messaging and ads, and they feel that they're on the barricades promoting a social cultural revolution, but they have enormous amount of power, and that's what they're doing. They're not shy about it when you talk to them.
Yeah, no, and that is the crazy part too. I mean, let's just say most people who work in the social media world wouldn't survive the apocalypse. Victor Davis Hanson, we appreciate you being here very much, sir.
Thank you.